Good morning and welcome to Abnormal Psychology. My name is Melissa Harwin and I am your professor for the semester. I wanted to give you a brief overview of what the psychology course is going to be about. So in this class, you're going to be learning all about abnormal psychology. You're going to cover kind of the different perspectives as to why people think that people struggle with psychological disorders, which is really the focus of the class, is different types of psychological disorders. You're going to talk about in depth more the causes and treatments of the disorders, everything ranging from depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, personality disorders. Now, this is going to go really quick because we only have 6 weeks. So here's the thing. I want to just show you a quick run through of how the website works since you don't always see the websites. So for those of you who haven't done an online class before, this is your kind of start of the Moodle page. And you can first thing you want to do is read this general information. So here's a news forum. This is if I put any posts that come to your email, they'll show up here, but you will also be able to read them in the forum. Here's a link where you can learn more about me. If you click here, it'll take you to this awesome page where you can see avatar me, real me when I was a student. This was now a long time ago. And me from doing a suicide awareness walk. So, yes, read that over, learn a bit about me and where my background is, and then you can watch the video that I will post up for you. This is one I put up last semester, but I'm going to replace it with one for now. So the welcome to Abnormal Psych and the video of how this works will come up there. And then you have the syllabus and the tips for the class, and some online general requirements like what do I expect for late assignments, etiquette, tech issues, okay? Then we can click here and see what happens the first week. But first, let me run you through the syllabus briefly. All right, so you see here that I'm your instructor. If you need to email me, you can use both emails, professorharwin@gmail.com and mharwin@bergen.edu. For, purposes of making sure I receive something, I suggest emailing it to both emails, not just one. Now you can see the course description, the objectives, course resources, about Moodle, what you need to make Moodle work right. So you might need Word because you will need to submit things in Word docs. And as well as a PDF reader, which it links to get here. Textbook for this course is, the author's name is Comer, C-O-M-E-R. And it's Fundamentals of Abnormal Psychology, 7th edition. Some additional readings will come up in web or PDF format, and the PowerPoint presentations are online. You will get about 1 chapter or 2 per week and 1 or 2 additional course readings per week. Because it's condensed, it'll probably be more like 2 chapters per week, not 1. The presentations or alongside of the readings, you will have multiple quizzes, multiple discussions. For each discussion, you have to put your own post and reply to another person's post. Both are required. So you post, you reply to someone else's post. At least 2 posts, one your own, one replying to someone else's. Your own post needs to be done by Thursday, your reply to someone else's by Sunday. You can do this. Okay, so I have full faith that you guys can do both, but it's important that you do both. The post has to be at least 250 words, okay? At least 250 words. So for example, you can use this as a good example. It's just 2 big paragraphs with about 330 words, all right? Now, this is not a good example, right? So you're going to be graded on that. There's a writing assignment. You can get the overview here. Okay, so read through this in more detail, but just a general perspective. How does the percentages break down? You have a paper about movies, like the writing assignment I had above. That's 20% of your grade. You have online quizzes. That's 30% of your grade. Homeworks and case studies, that's 25%, and discussion participation is 25%. And then you see the grade breakdown right here. Okay. So let me go back to the web page and just show you what's up right now. So I'm going to open it up by weeks. I'll probably open up week 2 pretty soon if people want to get an early start. But first, we're going to look at what we have to do at week 1. For week 1, there's always going to be an objectives of the week so that we can look at here. I broke it down into intro to class and the first chapter. So you can kind of see what you had to do in terms of the intro to class materials and then the chapter 1 materials. Both are due this week, okay? So it's a lot all at once. It's like, boom, comes and get you, but you'll be all right. So you got the PowerPoints here. Printing presentations here. So this is in PowerPoint. In other words, if I open it up, right, like you're seeing me here, it'll download this. I'll click here. All right. And it'll open in PowerPoint. And you go through this like this. Or if you want to make it a slideshow, you play from the slideshow like this, etc. But if you don't want it in PowerPoint form, you just want to do it for reading, you can click here. And it'll come up 3 per page like this. So you can print it out, take notes on the side. Okay. And then, let's go back here. And then what do you have to do? Well, there's some videos and then some assignments. For the assignments, there's a discussion board and a syllabus quiz. The discussion board, you got to first do an introduction, where you introduce yourself by Thursday, and then by Sunday respond to a classmate. Your introduction, you want you to tell me a little bit about you, your family, why you're taking this class, what your hobbies are, what you enjoy, really random stuff. I'll introduce myself on there again as well. And then the first discussion board, you have 2 options. You don't have to do both, but you do have to fully answer one of the options and respond to someone else's. You don't need to respond to someone who chooses the same option as you. You can respond to someone else who chooses a different option. Just make sure that, you know, your post and your response are both significant in length. And then complete the chapter 1 quiz and the syllabus quiz. Syllabus quiz is 10 questions. You can do it over and over again until you get 100. Chapter 1 quiz, you have 2 attempts, and as I'll show you now, let's see. Chapter 1 quiz, you have 2 attempts, and it's 20 questions. Okay, and you can take it twice, and your highest grade is what gets kept. So that's pretty much the deal for the first week and in terms of the class as a whole. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll make you videos throughout, kind of explaining what's coming up and what you have to do. I hope all is well, and I will speak with you soon. Also, in case you don't know, my office is A239. I will be there a lot of mornings, so feel free to stop by anytime. All right, take care.